Bitcoin's digital gold, Litecoin's digital silver, EOS digital cash.
What's going on, crypto sports fans? Clay Albright here. I am here with David Pence. We have a few questions we're going to ask him today about some technology. Is it possible for the world to use Bitcoin as a currency as a day-to-day transaction?
I don't think so, not in its current state. I feel like Bitcoin is only capable of 3 transactions per second worldwide, throughout the whole world. So 4 transactions per second, if it happens to hit that at all, it gets backed up. It gets sitting in the queue, and in the queue, and in the queue. And as that queue builds, Bitcoin has this thing called a dynamic transaction function, and it actually starts raising the cost of the transaction so that the more transactions that get backed up over 3 transactions per second, they get assigned a higher value. So just imagine if you went into a store and you knew you were going to use your Visa card and it was going to be a 3% transaction, but it's lunchtime and everybody's using their Visa cards.
Right.
They say, during lunch it's a 12% transaction. Everybody would really hate Visa. I mean, most people don't like to pay 3% anyway, but 12, the merchants would have to pass that along to their customers. I'm sorry, sandwiches are an extra 10% right now.
Right.
So that wouldn't be very good, right? Well, that's exactly the way Bitcoin works today. And even if you pay the 12% in that analogy, Bitcoin's only capable of 3 transactions per second. It simply can't do more than that in its current configuration. So even though you might be paying 12%, it's not coming any faster.
So the more you use it, the busier it gets, the more expensive it gets.
But not faster. So, hey, you want to buy that car, you're ready to get the brand new car, you decide you're going to charge it on your Bitcoin card. If people started doing that in the real world, and the popular day to buy a car was Wednesday, and it may take 4 hours to have the transaction be processed, and oh, by the way, you paid 12%, it took 4 hours, so it's not good.
Right.
I don't think it's mainstream. I think Bitcoin is digital gold. It's a great store of value, and you don't see people running around buying cars and sandwiches with gold, and for different reasons, because it's heavy and there's not a lot of it.
So if say Brian and his deli wanted to accept cryptocurrency, what do you have to use? Bitcoin Cash? Is that what Bitcoin Cash is for?
No, Bitcoin Cash is a little faster than Bitcoin Gold, but even though it's called Bitcoin Cash, it doesn't have the scale either to support replacing Visa or competing with MasterCard or something like that. It's not on anybody's roadmap. I don't think either one of those could legitimately go up against real credit cards or cash in the next 10 or 20 years unless some major overhauls were done.
Where does that leave us?
To me, a coin or a cryptocurrency like EOS would be a perfect example of something that could be digital cash. So Bitcoin's digital gold, Litecoin's digital silver, EOS digital cash. I think that's very possible, and the reason is because the way EOS is written, it can do tens of thousands of transactions per second out of the box, and that's what Visa can do too. So hey, here's this thing that's the speed of Visa.
So throughput's not an issue like on Bitcoin.
And then for the merchants and for the business people, EOS has one of the best advantages in the whole world, and that's there's no transaction fee. So if somebody has a sandwich shop and they're getting charged 3.5% every time they take a Visa or a MasterCard, if they take EOS, they get charged nothing. And you say, well, who pays the fee? Well, the person who has the EOS card, let's say, pays nothing also. The way that they do inflation, like the Federal Reserve, they actually are able to pay the block producers, the people that are verifying the transactions of EOS, they get paid through inflation, which is an incredibly genius idea.
And that eliminates transaction fees, and everything's free on EOS.
To be fair, there are applications being written on EOS, and that application may charge a fee. Maybe there's an application that does a background check, or maybe there's an application that does a lookup of a piece of real estate on a title search. Maybe there's a $5 title search fee or a 5-coin EOS coin fee to do that transaction. So there might be a fee by some third-party vendor, but the underlying infrastructure, you're right, of the EOS transaction is it was verified and stored on the immutable chain,
right,
free.
Right. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thanks
man.
for stopping by.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.